Today we're drawing something very special. I have had so many students request this specific drawing tutorial. Many of my students know this drawing because I've drawn it countless times in the classroom. To hear the story of this drawing, you can go to my YouTube page and find it in my Sketch Stories videos. These are the primary shapes we'll be using for our dolphin: a raindrop or tear shape, and a heart shape. We're going to start with our teardrop shape or our raindrop shape in the middle of our page, just like this. Next, we'll add our heart shape for the tail. And I like to add just a little bit of a rounded tip to the tail. You can keep yours more round if you'd like. Next, I'm going to take my pencil and follow this line and bring it just a little bit further out for my dolphin's nose. And what I've done is basically draw a half of an oval there for his nose. Do you see? Next, I'm going to bring this line in just a little bit to give his nose a little definition and dimension. Above that line, I'm going to draw my dolphin's eyes, and I'm just going to keep it very simple and do two ovals. This one is slightly smaller than this one since it's further away. So two eyes and the blowhole there at the top, because dolphins breathe air. Now, just behind this eye, I'm going to draw half circle there to indicate the cheek. And before I draw the mouth, I'm going to erase this line because I don't need that. And I'm going to come in halfway in that semicircle and draw a line, curved line down, not touching the bottom line, and then draw a U shape for the mouth. Then I'm going to come in and give teeth, cartoon teeth, because after all, this is just a fun drawing. It's not supposed to be scientifically accurate. And a nice tongue. I'm going to shade in his mouth. I'm going to use parallel lines, and that gives it dimension and a little depth. Next, I'm going to come in just above this cheek line and give three little circles to make a triangle, do you see? And that just gives a fun little cheek freckle characteristic. And now my dolphin will have eyebrows, and that's only because it helps give him fun features for his face. Now, I'm going to take my dolphin and divide it in half using a semicircle or oval. Do you see? Do you see what I did there? This defines the dimension of the drawing. But I'm going to use this line here where the division of the front of the back is. And I'm going to draw two ovals just in front of that dividing line, just like that. And I'm going to draw out those ovals because they're fins, obviously, but I'm not going to draw in the tip because that's where the fin would go into the body. And then I'll do the same on the other side so that I have my dolphin's two fins. Now, our dolphin needs his top fin or dorsal fin, and I'm going to come in. And it's not a straight triangle. It's not that, like a shark. It has a more curved line to it. And there's our dolphin. Now we want to draw our cat. Our cat is composed of two basic shapes: trapezoid, or an altered square, and an oval. I want to draw my trapezoid, or square, just below the tip of my dolphin's dorsal fin, and I'm obviously drawing it at an angle. Then I want to come in and draw, very loose and very light, the oval for his body. Now what I'm going to do is draw this hand straight out, because this hand is in an action, and that is, it is waving, because this is a very happy cat. I mean, if you were riding a dolphin in space, you'd be pretty happy too. So he's waving with this hand, and with this hand he's holding on to the fin. So I draw these lines straight, and this line actually has a slight curve to it because it's slightly more relaxed. And then I'll draw his little paw, not at the tip, but just below it here. I'll come in now and work on his body shape, and his body shape transforms from just an oval to more of a bean shape, like this. Anybody know what kind of bean that is? Looks like a lima pea. Yum, yum, yum. So we draw that shape here, and now I want to work on his head a little bit more. So we have our trapezoid, or square. I want to draw his rounded triangles for his ears. And I like to give indications on the inner ear of a little bit of fluff. So what I did here, I have my rounded triangle for his ear. I add a line to indicate where the outside of the ear is and the inside, and then I add just a little, almost looks like a reverse 3, to add a little bit of fluff for his ear. Now, this part is very important. I'm going to divide this head in half with a light and curved line, and then I'm going to come down 2/3 of the way and divide it from side to side. What this does is it gives me a little map to indicate where I should place his facial features. So where those meet, I'm going to add his nose. On the other sides, I'll add his eyes, which are ovals. I'll add some eyebrows. For his mouth, I'll do a very small W with lines for cheek indications, which is just like this. That's the mouth shape I'm going for. And then I'll come down and add his little mouth, which is very similar to the dolphin's mouth, with a tongue, tiny teeth, and then I'll shade it in, just like that. So I did this, tongue, little teeth, and then I shaded it in. These are parallel lines that I'm using to shade. Then I come in and add these little lines for on the sides of his little head, right here at the points. And I like to do that because it shows that this cat has maybe some color pattern changes. I want to add a little tuft of hair right there at the top. I'm going to flesh out his paw a little bit. And what I did was I took my little paw oval and I drew a U in the middle, and then curve those sidelines like that. There's his little paw that's holding on tight. Now I want to come in and draw his leg. So I did an oval, 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 or bean shape. Now, and then I'm going to draw a line on the other side to show that he has a leg on the other side here. What I did there was this. I have an oval for his thigh, an oval for his calf, and then a bean shape or a long oval for his foot. So I have thigh, calf, foot. All right. Now this will take practice, but I can just add an S curve on the foot. So I have an S curve here, and then I have a curved line and a straight line, and then I round out that foot. Just like that. Now I'm going to come in and add his tail. Just like that. Add indications of color change or stripes. Forgot his toes down here. Give him a tuft of hair on his little chest and an indication that he has a color change there. Indication that he has stripes. All right. Now I can come in and darken some of these lines. And then, just like I did with my cat, I'm going to indicate that this dolphin has two colors because he has a light medium gray and an almost white or light gray at the bottom. So I'm just going to very lightly show that color change with a line. You see? It goes at the front of the nose, down, up to the cheek, comes down to this fin, and then back to the tail. If you've drawn your cat on your dolphin, you can add the spatial elements. And basically those are simple shapes, circles with lines to make planets. And you can have fun with those. Zigzags, S-curves. You can draw some asteroids, just like this, which are curved lines that face inward, and then ovals. I love drawing asteroids and meteorites. They're just fun. Okay. And then you can draw your star. That's how I learned how to draw a star. I'll do it really slowly in case you've never seen that before. So we go. Start at the bottom, go up, down, cross, cross, down. And then of course Saturn, have a circle here, then an oval, and then another oval. Doesn't have to be Saturn, but a planet with rings. How does yours look? Remember to like and subscribe to this channel. Also, consider supporting this project on Patreon.